Every time you log on, a massive extraction machine goes to work, treating your raw outrage as a high-value commodity. Over the last decade, global political campaigns realized they could effectively bypass policy debates. They substituted complex societal issues with high-octane emotional rhetoric designed to trigger an immediate, visceral reaction. This playbook matured during the original Brexit movement. The messaging relied heavily on generating fear and anger, effectively overwhelming the logic centers of the brain to force a response. This biological hijacking targets the amygdala, your lizard brain. When triggered by fear, the prefrontal cortex, the center for logic, essentially goes offline. Algorithms then drop you into a sticky digital loop, isolating you from moderate voices and relentlessly feeding you the same inflammatory narratives. The daily drain you feel after scrolling is a calculated side effect. The system survives by keeping you in a state of constant, high-alert mobilization. In the 1960s, a counterculture emerged to reject the military-industrial complex. Today, a new resistance is forming to reject the outrage economy entirely. These are the attentional sovereigns. They are digital dropouts who have recognized that the algorithm's game is rigged, and they are choosing to walk away from the table. In an environment built on systematic polarization, the ultimate political rebellion is achieving enough internal peace to simply stop reacting. Regaining control begins with a literal chemical detox from the digital rage machine. To break the addiction, you have to add an intentional layer of friction. This means deactivating accounts and deleting icons entirely, forcing your brain to wake up every single time your thumb tries to follow its old muscle memory. During the first 48 hours, your brain undergoes acute withdrawal. You will feel restless and anxious as your nervous system hunts for its usual hit of digital adrenaline. You survive by substituting the feed with high-yield analog activities like physical books. These slow activities reactivate the prefrontal cortex. As cortisol levels stabilize, your brain's center for logic comes back online, restoring your ability to think clearly. This reset changes your underlying operating system. You stop being a reactive node in a network and start being an individual who intentionally chooses where their energy goes. Eventually, you reach a state where blatant rage bait triggers nothing more than mild curiosity. You can see the engineering behind a headline without feeling the visceral biological itch to respond. You maintain this clarity by becoming an immovable object. You refuse to argue, correct, or even mock-share the content that drains you. This approach starves the algorithm. To these platforms, any engagement, even an angry rebuttal, is high-quality data. By arguing, you are effectively paying the algorithm to show that misinformation to 100 more people. By utilizing a 20-minute delay before reacting to anything online, sovereigns let the biological urge fade. They deny the platform the viral energy it needs to spread. This silence is a tactical boycott. It bankrupts the outrage machine by starving it of its primary currency. This redirection of energy doesn't require isolating yourself from society. Instead, the focus shifts toward tangible, hyper-local community action. Sovereigns invest their reclaimed attention into neighborhood aid networks, local hobby groups, or sports teams, spaces where the rage bait algorithm has no reach. These communities operate as islands of sanity. Because they are based on a shared physical reality, they are highly resilient to digital manipulation. Grounding your life in the local world ensures that you, not a social media manager, are the one making the first move in your day. When individuals refuse to climb the digital escalation ladder, they remove the primary transmission vector for social division. Polarization requires constant reaction to survive. This mass withdrawal creates a social circuit breaker. By starving the algorithm of the data it needs to amplify hatred, we allow physical, human-to-human interaction to resume its role as the foundation of our shared reality. True control over our democracy isn't achieved by winning an online argument. It's achieved by becoming so sovereign over your own mind that the outrage machine loses all power over you.